What if I told you the sentence you repeat the most is quietly robbing you of 6 figures? Shoot, even 7 figures. I didn't lose $100,000 in one bad deal. I lost it slowly over about 18 months because I stayed a complainer longer than God allowed and refused to upgrade my standards. The most dangerous part, my complaint sounded reasonable. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact type of complaint that cost me 6 figures. The 4 internal cards that decide whether God trusts you with more and why some people stay stuck while others get access, opportunity, and provision, and how to shift your standards starting this week without hype or prosperity fluff. So if you believe in God but feel stuck financially, and if you work hard but don't feel trusted with more, you'll want to stay for this entire episode. So before we get into it, drop the word standards in the comment section below. I want to see who's here to build and not complain. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Who are we? Hey, 7-figure squad. What we go? Run it up, run it up.
So I've been in business for 26 years. I didn't start trying to win. I started trying not to get my ass kicked. At 17 years old, I didn't know success principles. I knew one question: could I earn the right to be one of the few, the proud, the Marines? The Marine Corps didn't give me discipline. It demanded it. Business does the same, and so does God. So in my most recent best-selling book, Keep the Keys, I talk about 4 internal categories and 4 cards every one of us cycles through: the complainer, the drainer, the container, and the gainer. And this story starts with me holding the complainer card. Because I used to say things like, if only my ex didn't do this, my baby mama did this, the government did this, other people have it easier than me. I didn't grow up with what they had. See, they had connections. They got lucky. The system's rigged against me. If I had more support, I'd be ahead further. And then there's the industry version of complaining, the kind that sounds strategic but isn't. This company did this to me. My mentor didn't tell me this. Now, if I leave for this other opportunity for another 5 or 10% commission, it's better for me and my family. I go do what's best for them, right? Because I'm leaving money on the table if I stay. What people don't say out loud is this: the current company trained them, it changed their life, and gave them access they never had before. So let me be clear. I'm not just saying this about me. I never operated that way, but I've watched and coached people that fall into that mindset, and I recognize it immediately because I've lived in the complainer card category before. And every one of those statements felt justified. None of them built my future. Complaining didn't make me honest. It made me powerless. You see, that complainer mindset quietly turned into something worse. I became a drainer. Drainers don't create chaos. They consume energy explaining chaos. I talked myself out of opportunities. I delayed partnerships. I wasted time venting instead of building. No explosion, no collapse, just erosion. And that erosion added up to about $100,000 over numerous years. And then scripture hit me hard. In Philippians chapter 2, 14 to 15, it says this: do everything without grumbling or arguing. See, I realized my complaints weren't neutral. They were prayers of unbelief. Now, in my first book, Faith Made Millionaire, I wrote something before I fully lived it because I was operating in faith. That God doesn't bless intentions. He blesses stewardship. Faith isn't saying, God's got it. Faith is showing God, you can be trusted with it. Luke chapter 16, verse 10 says this: he who is faithful in little will be faithful in much. See, God wasn't holding back his opportunity. He was waiting for me to be consistent. Grace forgives. Standards develop. Now, everything changed when I stopped asking God just to simply change all my circumstances and started changing my category from complainer to container. You see, a container doesn't talk about what's wrong. They ask one question: what can I carry without dropping? God doesn't pour into you as a leaky container. From drainer to gainer. A gainer doesn't chase money. They expand and multiply capacity. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4 says this: lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. You see, complaining shrinks your capacity, but standards expand it. Now, let me encourage you. For the next 7 days, audit yourself. Which card are you playing the most right now? Is it complainer? Is it drainer? Is it container? Or is it gainer? Simply listen to the sentences that comes out of your mouth when things get uncomfortable. See, money tells the truth really fast. Complainers blame their income. Drainers spends emotionally. Containers, they protect the margin. And gainers, they build a surplus. You see, God doesn't bless categories. He blesses conduct. And this is exactly why I host Cigars, Wealth, and Whiskey 4 times a year. And on February 12th, 2026, I'm bringing builders, leaders, and operators into one room, not for hype, but for standards, faith, finance, entrepreneurship. And we're bringing in the global strategy officer from the newly formed Texas Stock Exchange, Jeff Karcher. And I'll be interviewing him on stage so everybody can see the opportunities that are right here, right now in Dallas. We're going to have real conversations with men who actually carry responsibility. See, rooms like this don't change your life. Standards do. But the right rooms accelerate them. Now, reflecting on that $100,000 loss, that taught me something priceless. And here's what it is. Complainers stay loud. By the way, let me take a quick pause about complainers right quick. Today in social media, complainers get the most attention. Complainers get a lot of followers. Complainers got a lot of engagement on their social media. They're so attractive. You know why? Complainers talk about the easy thing to do, which is talk. And they're great recruiters. They're great innovators in terms of the complaining to the next level. But guess what? Like complainers don't never have strategy to get out of that. Now, the next category is drainers. Now, drainers, they stay busy being busy. And containers stay faithful, but gainers get entrusted. So here's my question for you. Which card are you holding right now? So please, what card you're holding, drop it in the comments below. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe. If you haven't done so, if you're done complaining and ready to be trusted. And please put your biggest takeaway in the comment section below. From Dallas, Texas, I'm your money smart guy. And until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today. See you next Sunday.